Let's welcome in beardless man Andy Martino from down in Orlando. Andy, we just heard from Sandy Alderson. You are down there. How realistic are the chances Ohtani with the Mets could actually be a fit in your mind?
Well, it's certainly a fit, Doug. The issue there is that Ohtani fits 30 clubs. And I say that because he is ridiculously inexpensive due to these unique circumstances of the posting system and the international bonus caps. So really, for what he's capable of doing, which according to the evaluators is to be potentially high-end pitcher and also a capable everyday position player, who wouldn't want that? It would be criminally negligent to be a general manager at this stage and not interested in this player. But what I felt standing there in front of Alderson this morning, what I felt that he was doing more than anything else was trying to tamp down expectations, not because the Mets aren't interested, not because they're not a possibility for this player, but simply because every team wants this guy at what the price is going to be. And it's going to be weeks of fascinating negotiations, unlike any that we've ever seen. So to handicap it now, nobody would be foolish enough to try to do that.
Meanwhile, it's what's become an annual tradition at these meetings. We heard from Scott Boras. Among the topics he discussed today, his client Matt Harvey. Boras said he's hopeful that with a normal offseason, Harvey will be able to work on his command instead of rehabbing from surgery. He also took shots at the Mets for what he sees as their lack of desire to spend enough money to compete.
Certainly the Mets can, you know, they have all the materials to live in the palatial estate of Playoff-ville, yes. And the question is, when do they choose to begin construction? The team cutting payroll is treating their family where they're staying in a neighborhood that has less protection for winning. They don't have the resources. They're not living in the gated community of Playoff-ville.
Nice metaphor there. Derek Jeter also got a lot of attention down in Orlando today. As part of new ownership, the Marlins are looking to cut their payroll significantly, so cue the Giancarlo Stanton sweepstakes. So has Jeter himself talked to the slugger, though, about what this offseason will look like? Take a listen.
When the time's right, we'll speak. I mean, I don't know how often the owner calls and talks to all the players on the team and shares visions. You know, I had a close relationship with our former owner, but you know, with Hal, I didn't catch up with him. He didn't share his vision every single offseason. You know what I mean? So it's, yeah, at some point we'll have a conversation. I don't know when that is. Giancarlo had a tremendous season. He has a full no-trade clause. I think a lot of this started when you know, he came out and expressed publicly that he didn't want to be a part of a rebuild. And I think that's where all of these rumors started floating around. You know, I can't tell the future, but, you know, Giancarlo has a full no-trade clause.